prime time on the top game, it's a fine line. Man in the match, that's Daveye, he's the main guy, keep a close eye. Make sure you don't make no wrong play, cause I'm with Jose and Andre. When Cyrus comes to walk in, you better know that you are watching Premier League. Daveye, tell them what time we on, what time we on. Prime time, let me hear you say Premier League. Daveye, tell them what time we on, what time we on. Prime time.
Hello and welcome to Premier League Primetime. Liverpool 7, Manchester United 0. Yes, you heard that correctly. Liverpool 7, Manchester United 0. This is Manchester United's worst ever defeat since 1895, when they were not even called Manchester United, they were called Newton Heath. 1895, 7-0. Let's just state the obvious. It was a shambles. It was an absolute shambles. It was dreadful. Fair play to Liverpool, because they deserved it. They were by far the better side. Let's not take that away. They were by far the better side. I was never confident going into Anfield and winning 3-0, 4-0, even winning. I thought, all right, maybe a draw. No. A loss, okay, 2-0, 3-0, okay, you could put that down as a bad day at the office, but you know what? We move, we go again, we live to fight another day. 7-0 is not that. That's an embarrassment. What an absolute shambles of a game I had to watch. What on earth was that? For a team that's done so well this season in Manchester United, in a manager which the fan base has all fallen in love with, a team, the system, everything we've fallen in love with. The best side was practically fielded, you'd say, and the team just fell apart. First 45 minutes, you go a goal down, but you go into halftime and you're thinking, all right, it's only 1-0. Let's get our heads about. Let's reset ourselves at halftime, and we go again in the second half. But the one thing I have to point out is Erik ten Hag. One thing that you do not do. Why are you trying to play high-pressing football against arguably the most deadly counter-attacking side in arguably the past 5-6 years? Why? It made no sense. Playing everyone up on corners, Liverpool hitting on the counter-attack, and it was 3-on-2, 4-on-2. Made no sense. But the team, the players, they are all to blame. There is not a single positive that came out of this match. Not one. Nothing at all. There's nothing that you could take away from this match and think, all right, cool, this was bad, but you could see, but at least this looks like a glimmering light of hope. No, nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. This is 100%, not 100%, but I'd say 80% of this is on the players. Most of this is on the players. Erik ten Hag, I can only imagine what he's probably seething. He's probably fuming at the players, because this was a total and utter embarrassment. I felt sorry for the United supporters that made the journey to Anfield. I felt sorry for them. I felt so sorry for them, because they didn't deserve to watch that. What kind of performance was that? It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm disgusted. Jose's disgusted. Huck is disgusted. The United support were disgusted by that performance. It was dreadful. I'm just going to get right into the player rating. Starting off in goal, Daveye. You could do nothing about any of the 6 goals that were conceded, but you still no, 7. 7. He still conceded 7 goals at the end of the day. And that's poor. That's so poor. Daveye, 3. Getting on to the back 4, I'll start off with Diogo Dalot. He was all over the place. Cody Gakpo had this man on skates. No. I think that, I don't know how on earth he was not off after halftime. I don't know. But this clearly was not the game for Diogo Dalot. This did not suit the strength of Diogo Dalot. This would have been probably a better game for Wan-Bissaka to start. But Diogo, he's still my guy, but come on. That defending is unacceptable. Really and truly is shocking. I will say I'll give De Gea a 4, I'll give Delo a 3. Next, Rafa Varane, shocking performance, absolutely dreadful. Where is the leadership? It's all well said and good with screaming at the players to go clap it to the away support at the end of the game, but where was it during the game? No, shocking 3. Next, Lisandro Martinez, he gets a 1. He was awful. He was absolutely dreadful. Mo Salah had this man on skates as well, and shocking from Lisandro Martinez. And again, he's been amazing this season. I know he'll come back from this, but when it's all good to give praise for where it deserves to be given, but you also have to criticize where criticism needs to be pointed at. And he was shocking, dreadful. Luke Shaw, I would also crap as well. He was awful. I would say he was okay in the first half, not great in the second half, but he gets a 2. He was dreadful. Into the midfield pivot, I'll start with Fred, and I'll say this: he was out of his depth. He really was once Casemiro came off. He definitely was out of his depth, and then he came off later after that. But again, just poor as well. Got overran. Casemiro looked tired. He definitely did not look like he had his usual energy level, so it was really Fred doing a lot of the running around in there. Got on the ball a few times, looked okay, but really not great. I'll give him a 3. Casemiro gets a 3 as well, but because this game is far below Casemiro's standards. We all know the standards that Casemiro has put himself at, and they are very high because he is the best defensive midfielder in world football, and I'll still back that. I'll still stand by that. But at the end of the day, it just was not good enough. It was just not good enough, but he clearly looked tired. And that just shows. This just shows how important he is. Imagine we played this game without Casemiro on the team. Even a Casemiro on one leg would have been better. Would have been better with him. Would have been better than him not on the side. It just shows. This game 100% shows that he's tired. He's being overran. But we don't have anyone that can compensate for that. No, dreadful. I'll give him a 4. Into the attacking trio, and I'll start with Ansi on the right-hand side. He was awful. He offered nothing, absolutely nothing. Just try to cut inside. Petulant, trying to kick out on Van Dijk a few times, on Gakpo a few times. It was just shocking. Absolutely shocking. All I saw was a fidget spinner. Or no, not even a fidget spinner. Just Brazilian Kylie Minogue spinning around. No, not good enough. Shit, he gets a 0 because he offered nothing. He offered nothing. He was dreadful. He didn't offer anything. That course, I don't know. Maybe he was actually in the Phantom's Opera because he was just a phantom ghost. He was just nowhere to be seen. What happened with that? What happened with holding up the ball, trying to play it off to the wingers, playing it forward? Nothing. Shit. He was dreadful as well. Again, he offered nothing. He usually offers something, which is holding up the ball, trying to play it off to the wingers, doing the ugly stuff. He wasn't even doing that. He was contributing to the ugly stuff. He was contributing to Liverpool's success by just constantly giving the ball away. Every time on the halfway point. Could not hold the ball up for his life. He was awful. Dreadful. I'll give him a 2. Bruno Fernandes, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This man needs a binky, a pacifier, something to just stop him crying all the time. Because that's all he does. He's just crying constantly. Where to the referee, throwing the ball at Trent. Petulant. Utterly petulant. You've been at this club long enough. The captain's armband. Where's the Bruno that we've seen in weeks gone by with great leadership? Where was that today? Where is your ability to lead the side? Even if we're 1-0 down, 2-0 down, to at least keep our heads in the game. You mirrored the performance of Manchester United today. As the captain, you were the face of the club. And you were the face of this performance. Dreadful, ill-disciplined, nothing. Not a single good thing came from you. Nothing. Every time there was a corner, it was just hit short. Why not put a ball in the box? Why not? Why? Why is it always the corners constantly taken short? And the same thing with Luke Shaw as well. Because no, he's not getting away from this either. But how on earth do you just keep constantly with the set pieces and corners? Do you just keep playing it short? Why not play a ball in the box? Try something different. The definition of insanity is when you keep trying to do the same thing over and over and you expect the same results. More specifically, when you're not getting the result that you desire. And nothing. The same approach. It was shit. This game, especially Bruno, just, I'm ashamed. I'm disgusted by that. Shocking, 0. Marcus Rashford gets a 1 because he put his shirt on the right way. And I love Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford's my guy. He still is. 100%. Always will be. I know he'll come back, but no. No. He was a ghost. He was a phantom. But then again, he was isolated. He was all by himself. And Liverpool knew that. Liverpool knew who to nullify. Marcus Rashford. They nullified him. Van Dijk pocketed him. Credit to Van Dijk. He played very well today. Did what he had to do. Pocketed Rashford. Konate worked alongside him well. Did what he had to do. Rashford tried left. He tried right. He tried through the middle. He was not getting any of it. And I felt sorry for him. And actually, no. I'll give Marcus Rashford. I'll give him 1. I'll give him a 2. Substitutes off the bench. Sabitzer, Malacia didn't really offer anything, really, to be honest with you. Not really gonna give him a marking. Alanga, nothing as well. McTominay, Scott McTominay. Dropping McTominay into this game was like taking a seal and dropping that seal into a cage of a bunch of hungry great white sharks. You knew what was going to happen when you took off Casemiro. You knew what was going to happen. The moment the second or third goal went in, you should have thought, all right, cool. It's clearly not our day. Shut up shop. Defend for our lives. It's not going to happen. Close up shop. It's just not going to work. McTominay for Casemiro. That's what gifted Liverpool another 4 goals. After that, that's what gifted them more goals. When you took off the shield and you replace it with the flipping picket fence. It's just awful. The defending was an absolute joke. The midfield today, non-existent. A picket fence. It just reminded me. It gave me PTSD of what happened last year. It made my mind spiral, Kylie Minogue, spin around back to last season when we went to Anfield and got clobbered 4-0. This was worse. This was worse with a better side against, historically, a worse Liverpool side. One of the worst, you'd say, in the past 10 years. Even Liverpool fan supporters would say this is one of the worst Liverpool sides that they've seen playing this season for the past... For over a decade. They'd say the same thing. So, to be honest with you, no. McTominay, he was the most noticeable one, but he was not the only one making mistakes. But McTominay will give him a 2. Garnacho, I'm not going to give him anything. And to the manager, Erik ten Hag. I love Erik ten Hag. He's my guy. Still one of the best managers in the world. I don't care. I feel sorry for him. But he needs backing. Back this guy. But Ten Hag got it wrong today. He got it wrong. Tactically, he got it wrong. Maybe this wasn't the game for Lissandro. Maybe this was the game for Luke Shaw to start with Varane. And you put Malacia on the left. maybe that's the way that you should have gone this, or should have approached this match. Who knows? But how Jadon Sancho didn't even get a look in, how Anthony was not pulled off at halftime, how he lasted 90 minutes, I'll never know. But Ten Hag, look, Eric, I love you, but you have to hold corn for this as well. You have to get some criticism for this as well. Not as much, but this is still on you as well. This is on your watch. She's never letting this happen. So you're also one to blame. Eric, I'll give you a 2. And there you go. There is your post-match reaction. Liverpool 7, Manchester United 0. Hopefully pick up again. Southampton next, but they need to fix up. They need to fix up. Never can this happen again, ever.
Thank you so much for your time watching this, and let us know in the comments down below, what are your thoughts on the topics that have been in store in this feature of Premier League Primetime in the comments down below. Smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to check out our other platforms on Instagram, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and wherever you are watching this in the world. We hope you have an absolutely fantastic day / evening.